It's been an eye-opening experience playing all these games I've never played before. These games have been funny, engaging, emotional, offering experiences that I will truly cherish forever. However, sometimes a game offers none of that. Sometimes a game is just pure fun and nothing more. Welcome to this adrenaline-pumping episode of No-stalgia. The story of Doom is all about... Do you think this game needs cutscenes?
It doesn't matter what you think!
Do you think this game needs a story?
It doesn't matter what you think!
This game does not give a shit. Here's a weapon, here is a demon.
Now you wanna get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Look, all I know is you're a green man? I think it's a man. It must be. Look at those big bursting biceps. Unless...
Oh my god.
In reality, the Doom guy's just that, a guy. I've mentioned in my last video that I'm not really a big fan of silent protagonists, but in this game, it kind of works. Because he doesn't have a character, it feels like I'm the Doom guy. We both have demons to deal with. The only difference is when I turn the game off, I've still got my own demons to deal with. Speaking of demons, this game has a variety of them. They all have distinct designs, from the small soldiers to the big barons of hell. Without a tutorial, you can instantly tell how to deal with them just from how they animate. They are slowly introduced into the levels in order to balance the difficulty. The game isn't too difficult, at least to start with, but in chapter 4 it's an absolute ball ache. There are barely any health packs and some of the enemies are brutal. Even on normal difficulty, if I wasn't abusing quick saves, I'd be playing the game for a lot longer, just praying for it to be over.
You will beg for death before the end.
I was really struggling at points until I started recording footage on my PC. I'm primarily a console gamer. Alright, calm down. I just like to spread out on the sofa with my balls hanging out. It plays fine on console, but give me that mouse and keyboard any day. This is the definitive way to play the game. There's a kinetic energy to the game that's unmatched in any other FPS, even today. Well, apart from Doom, of course. The movement speed is ridiculous. You're always running, and you never need to stop to reload, keeping the game constantly moving. Though this is in no way realistic, it keeps the game from stagnating. This is also aided greatly by the level design. Most of the levels have labyrinth-like designs, having to find keys to open doors. Sometimes you'll reach a dead end just to find a secret weapon, or just to get ambushed by enemies. However, if you know your way around the levels, they can be blasted through ridiculously quick, which is made easier by the fact that there aren't any main objectives. In Doom, you must simply get to the end of the level. It doesn't matter how many demons you kill, just get to the exit door and you're done. This does stop anything from hurting the pace of the game. On the other hand, there's nothing really to change up the game later on other than a few extra enemy types. And visually it doesn't change too much either. A lot of young people nowadays will dismiss an old game because of its graphics. Sure, it's old, but do you know what else is old? Your nan. Do you turn your nose up at your poor old nana because women nowadays look better? No. You love your nan, and Doom's no different. There's a distinct charm seeing 2D sprites in 3D environments. Clearly a lot of effort went into their design. All the enemies look distinct and they're really well animated. Graphics don't bother me too much anyway. When it comes to old games, it kind of comes with the territory. With Doom, it's quite vibrant and bold, and there's a weird beauty in its simplicity. Of course, how a game sounds is just as important as how it looks. The music of Doom is comprised of heavy metal inspired tracks, with bands like Pantera and Metallica being inspirations on the soundtrack. The music can get repetitive at times, being the same 20-second clip on a loop. I don't think it quite reaches the same heights as Mick Gordon's soundtrack from the later games, but I definitely enjoy it. The best track is definitely the first. It's iconic for sure, and definitely not a Master of Puppets ripoff. The sound design is great, and you can tell which weapon is being used just by what sound it makes. The weapons in the game are all unique, having their own advantages. They're all so fun to use. though I do feel like the shotgun carried me throughout the entire game. I admittedly do love the sound it makes. Feels like I'm just firing off a cannon. The chainsaw is used to rip and tear. The pistol, however, is about as useful as Anne Frank's drum kit.
She's through there!
Obviously we can't talk about weapons without mentioning the BFG. If you had any doubt that Doom Guy wasn't a badass, how about we clear a room with a weapon that's literally called the big fucking gun? So I decided to go for the platinum trophy in this game, seeing as I'm a bit of a completionist. And I have only one trophy left. I have to beat this game in co-op on nightmare difficulty. Sounds easy enough, so I turned to my girlfriend and asked her to join me.
What you got in there? Doom.
Turns out abusing quick saves is not an option. That's fine, there's 2 of us, no problem. Nope. Turns out nightmare difficulty, enemies respawn. Okay, that's fine. We'll just find the quickest and easiest route, right? Nope. We only got as far as E1M4, and I can't fucking get this yellow key card. Okay, I'll be prepared. I'll get all the weapons I need and get all the armour and health. Nope. In this one fucking corridor, there are about 5 pinkies and 7 imps. It's okay, I'll just take my time. Nope, they've all respawned. Fuck this trophy and everything it stands for. All the challenges I've overcome, and this is where I must walk away. But one day, maybe one day, I'll return. I will conquer this game, and I will have my vengeance. But for now, I'm done. So there it is, Doom, one of the most influential games of all time. But the question is it worth playing today? Well, it's £4, so you might as well. I mean, it's better than teach your monster how to read. But yeah, Doom's a lot of fun, and you should definitely play it. Should you drop everything to play it? No, not really. Doom is very repetitive and there's not enough to keep me engaged today. There are a lot of FPS games that have a lot more to offer. But for a game I've never touched until recently, call me pleasantly surprised. It wasn't terrible. If there are any games you'd like me to look at next nostalgia free, let me know. And if you're interested, please check out my last video on Chrono Trigger. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next video.